So just when I thought we weren't going to be getting any more content for Black Ops 6 Zombies, they actually ended up adding a new LTM to the game called Haunted Havoc. And at first I thought, okay, they're just going to put like pumpkin heads on the zombies. But no, they actually did a bit more than that, which we'll get into. So here we are in the new Haunted Havoc mode. And as you can see, yeah, this isn't just a simple thing where they put, you know, pumpkin heads on the zombies or whatever. They actually added some Halloween decorations to Liberty Falls. I haven't gotten to try Terminus or, you know, Citadel Del Mar or any of the other maps yet in this mode. So I'm not sure what those are looking like. We'll obviously go through, complete the Easter egg, and then just sort of look at the rest of the map and see what else they've added to it. But right off the bat, like, it is really cool seeing this stuff. And I will say, Treyarch, if you guys happen to be watching this, it would be really cool if at the end of the year you guys could give us just full-time access to this stuff, right? Like between the Haunted Havoc mode and especially the holiday variation of Liberty Falls from earlier in the year. I would love to see that stay in the game because while yes, on the surface it seems so simple, like, oh, it's just a simple reskin of Liberty Falls with snow all over it. Like, no, it was more than that. It was genuinely special, and I would love to see that stay in the game because honestly, I would prefer to play that version of the map over the original. I mean, the original one, it still looks fine. It's fun to play and everything like that, but still, just having that little switch up and having that snow variation. I mean, personally, I thought of Segley. That map was so cool and it had so much soul. But outside of the Halloween decorations and the zombies having pumpkin heads and there being some mimics and whatnot, the Rampage Inducer is also on at all times here in this mode. So we will be having to deal with that. And also, you probably noticed I am using the new X52 Resonator weapons, so we're going to be testing this out. I haven't tried it in zombies yet, so I have no idea if it's any good, if it's bad. So far, it seems decent, but we're literally on round 4, so time will tell. And there it is. We have our first mimic. See, it's kind of interesting seeing mimics on Liberty Falls, because obviously they're not normally in this map. Now, I do have Cryo Freeze on, but for some reason, it doesn't seem to be working against the Mimic. That's kind of unfortunate. Maybe it's because the weapon itself naturally has a different element. Like, I don't know if this weapon is naturally shooting, like, lightning or dead wire or whatever you want to call it, because some blueprints in this game, for example, do have built-in ammunition types like that, but I have no idea. You would think that even if that was the case, that the ammo mod would override that, but again, I have no idea. We'll just kind of have to see, because I thought that Mimics were weak to cold. I might be wrong about that, though. The first thing I'll say is that this weapon runs out of ammo way too fast, man. I am burning through ammo like there's no tomorrow. Well, it seems like Treyarch heard me because we got a vermin round right after that. Nice. Okay, the ammo mod finally popped off and froze the Mimic, but yeah, it just isn't doing any extra damage like I was hoping it would. You can see up here at the church, they got more of those pumpkins over there, and they got a giant inflatable pumpkin on top of Liberty Lanes. Also, I forget if I showed it off before, but right over here, you can also see there's like an animated skeleton. He just sort of like turns his head and looks around. It's, you know, it's kind of freaky looking. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, running around with all these zombies with the Rampage Inducer on around 7, not having any ammo, it's a little tough, man, because like I said, this thing just burns through ammo really fast. Maybe once we pack-a-punch it, it'll be a bit better in that regard, but yeah, this is rough, man. And we have another Mimic. Dude, I've gotten like 3 of these things already. One of the lanterns dropped me a blue rarity weapon, so I'm gonna use this for a bit, because again, literally out of ammo over here again. And look at that, they got little pumpkins over, like right under there. Alright, so pack-a-punching the X52 Resonator for the first time, it becomes the Cosmic Harbinger, and thankfully, it gets more ammo. I don't know why the default was for it to have 70, like it has the normal 70 bullets and then only like 2.5 mags in reserve. That was really stupid, but yeah, it does have a lot more ammo once you pack it, thank God, and it does seem to be doing a bit better damage-wise. Let's see if it can bleed through a Mimic. I mean, we're only in round 9. It is gray rarity, so maybe when I upgrade it, it'll be a bit better. I'll definitely have to test this thing against some of the bosses in the game, like the Kraken and whatnot, just see how it does. But so far, not that impressed with damage. And one of the zombies dropped me a green ether tool, so we're actually gonna pick that up. And there's another jack-o'-lantern over here. I'm trying to be careful. I don't want to get too close to the zombies here, but yeah, they are dropping a lot of stuff, which is nice. Now here's my question: is the okay, thank God. So the Wonder Fizz is spawned in from the beginning of the match, which is really nice. Repeat after me though. I am out of ammo again. The jack-o'-lanterns are actually pretty nice. It just drops me a oh no, okay, that's a mini. Oh, but it just dropped me a legendary tier AEK. So I'm gonna be using this for a minute. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know. This mode's kind of crazy, bro, and that new weapon kind of sucks. Yeah, I don't know. Treyarch might need to patch that that X52 Resonator. May need to make it just a little more powerful. I don't know. Maybe it gets more powerful like when you get a max upgraded, but I mean, I don't know, man. Even still, on like round 10, that thing was struggling. Even like green tier Pack-a-Punch 1, which is a little crazy. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to change up our video plan, and instead of doing the Liberty Falls Easter egg with the new weapon, we're instead going to look at all the maps and see what Halloween decorations they may or may not have put in each one, because I am not doing that Liberty Falls thing again. Not right now, anyway. If I do, I'm doing it with a different gun. Alright, so here we are in Terminus, and obviously it's going to be a little hard to get an idea for, like, how much they put into each map. Oh, is Liberty Falls the only one that they really decorated with Halloween stuff? I mean, it's okay if that's the case. I'm thinking maybe they decorated the tomb, too. I mean, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, at the very least, it's cool that all the zombies have, like, pumpkin heads on them, but, it kind of would have been cool if there could have been, like, a giant skeleton right there, or even, like, a giant pumpkin out here or something like that. But, yeah, I'll open up some of the map. We'll look around a little bit, see if maybe there's something else. I think the biggest problem with this weapon really is just the ammo, because, like, damage-wise, it seems like it's actually, like, fine. It's just, yeah, it's really that ammo. All right, let's look out here for a minute. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's yeah, I'm gonna pick up that XM4. It's probably better than the weapon I'm using. Yeah, otherwise doesn't seem like there's anything. Let's go ahead and check out the tomb. Okay, Citadel doesn't seem like it has anything. Also, I can tell you for a fact that I know Reckoning doesn't, because I did boot up Reckoning for like 5 minutes the other day just to see if there was anything in there in terms of Halloween decorations, and yeah, that one doesn't have any either. And yeah, it seems like Citadel's more of the same. So we'll go ahead and check out the tomb. Again, I think if any other map would have any decorations, I think the tomb would be it, but I'm thinking maybe Liberty Falls was the only one that has them. It would be kind of cool if they would have turned Sam in the Reckoning fight, in like the Haunted Havoc mode specifically, into like a giant pumpkin head or something. Just for the sake of like the Halloween, you know what I mean? Like, it would be stupid, but it would have been a funny idea. Okay, so no, the tomb doesn't have any. We'll boot up what's it called, Shattered Veil, just to see if that one has any Halloween decorations in it. I don't think it's going to at this point. But okay, yeah, nothing in this one either. And like I said, I already tried Reckoning the other day. I know for a fact that one doesn't. But since Shattered Veil takes place in Liberty Falls, technically, I'm wondering if maybe that one might have something. And okay, so Shattered Veil doesn't have it, but oh man, dang it. Okay, so I was trying to look over like Liberty Falls to see if maybe there was a chance that we could see, some of the Halloween decorations from here. But yeah, no, I don't think there's any in this map, but that's okay. Curiosity killed the cat and all that. But anyway, yeah, that's the new Haunted Havoc mode. Like I said, I wanted to go through and do the Liberty Falls Easter egg with the new weapon, but, yeah, no, that's not happening. If Treyarch patches this weapon and buffs it, then yeah, sure, I'll go through and do that, but otherwise, yeah, no, I'm not putting myself through that. Maybe in the normal Liberty Falls, maybe in directed mode, you know, if I pop some Gobblegums, but, yeah, nope, not with the Rampage Inducer roll, not till they buff it. But anyways, yeah, that's about that. As the title said, Black Ops 6 Zombies has one last little trick or treat up its sleeve, however you look at it. Personally, I look at it as just being tired, really tired. I barely slept last night. Personally, I think it's pretty cool, especially like the Halloween decorations in Liberty Falls. That was like my favorite part. Otherwise, the weapon isn't necessarily like part of the Halloween event. I mean, it's like part of the one event. You kind of get it for that, but that's not necessarily like tied to or correlated to the quality of the mode itself. The mode is pretty cool. You know, it's a fun little novel concept. You know, I know a lot of people kind of rag on the LTMs in this game, and I rag on them too, in the sense that I hate the concept of LTMs. I think it's stupid to take away modes from the player and just have them be like a limited time thing. But I more mean in the sense that people kind of dog on like the quality of the LTMs in this game, saying that they are like, you know, what like, I don't know. I feel like with LTMs and new modes that come to the game, people expect it to be some crazy game-changing thing where it's going to completely change how the game feels and it's going to be a whole new experience or something, or, you know, one thing or another. I feel like the only mode in this game that they put out that I was kind of on was like the Zombie Snacks one. I was like, it was cool, it was fun, but, you know, just one of those things, just sort of was what it was. But, you know, for modes like this and like the holiday one from earlier in the year that I really want them to bring back, and the fact that they, you know, they're keeping like Cranked and Grief in the game, thank God. For some reason, Cranked was like an LTM for a bit, but thankfully they just kept it in the game now. That's really how I wish they'd handle LTMs, just keep them as actual modes in the game. But beyond all that, I mean, I feel like the LTMs in this game were fine. I don't know why people care that much anyway. Like, sure, it's cool having other modes in the game, but like at the same time, I mean, let's be honest, how often are you gonna play those modes anyway? People only ever play like the basic, like round-based experience for the most part, 90% of the time anyway. So it's like, it's just one of those things where people just find reasons to complain, you know what I mean? But otherwise, yeah, this mode's cool. I'm gonna go through, use a different weapon, and complete all the Easter eggs so I can get all the Gobblegums and stock up on those before Black Ops 7 comes out, since our Gobblegums are gonna carry over. And yep, that's about it. But anyways, yep, that's about it for me. See you guys in the next one. But anyway, as always, a massive shout out to the Patrons, and to remember to get only the low ball tier, and an even percent of the people to King, and dead many, and the biggest shout out to the GG tournaments on the Chito, thank you guys so much. Just a little legends. I love you. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.